Hey, Daniel the Adjuster here. Thanks so much for joining me and appreciate you guys checking out my channel. Certainly want to make this informative and fun for you guys as well as entertaining. I came across another crazy claim today.
Really?
Really?
On occasions, I will come across a drive-by shooting.
What's the big deal?
Yes, a drive-by shooting. And sometimes there's some sketchy behavior with the people that are in the house, and sometimes they're not.
I don't believe you, and I certainly don't believe you.
Sometimes, I'll tell you a story. So I drove up to the house. There's, 15 bullets across the house, maybe 8 or 9 at the front door. I mean, clearly they were trying to hit somebody. They shot at all the windows, and the place was totally shot up. Probably 15 entry holes in the front of the house. As I'm interviewing the owners, the insureds, I'd love to ask the question, is there an active investigation? Police have been out. Yes. Do you have any suspects? While I'm there, this guy comes in and, there's 4 or 5 people in the room, and this guy comes in and he goes, man, I don't know who did it. Man, I know though, but as soon as I find out, man, I'm going to take him down.
I'm going to make believe I didn't hear you say that.
And I was like, okay, that's not what I was looking for, but if that's, okay. I guess the mother or the aunt or whoever was there, you're not supposed to say that.
Just happened.
Tells him off.
He's exaggerating.
And so I said, is this somebody you think you know that may have done this? And the other guy, the guy then pipes up and goes, yeah, man, I know exactly who did it, man, and he's going to pay.
Okay.
I was like, all right, whatever. So that was kind of a little bit of a freaky scenario. Well, today I went to another one, and always in a city that's not the best city in the world, not the greatest area. I think that the city thinks if they put these nice new houses in a bad area that all of a sudden things are going to get better for the crime.
Why do they do that?
No, it doesn't. So anyway, so this is a new house. It's only been there 8 months, maybe a year. It's, new house, new area. Anyway, so I go up to the insured, and I look at the front of the house before I knock on the door, and there's holes all over the house, and it's crazy. Anyway, so I open the door. Sweet lady comes to the door. She's maybe in her 30s. Said, ends up telling me that there was just her and her newborn 1-week-old baby in the house when it happened.
Unbelievable.
And no one was hurt, and her husband and son live here as well. And the police were saying that it was probably a random event that occurred up the street, which was in another bad area.
That's good to know.
Where 2 cars were shooting at each other.
Why do they do that?
And their house happened to be in the background of where one of the cars was sitting. So basically, probably gang-related fight going on, and her house gets in the middle of the crossfire on the backside. So I go in the house. Well, first of all, I go in the front of the house. There's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, maybe 7 bullet holes on the front of the house. I go in the house, and bullets don't stop for drywall. I hate to tell you guys this, but if it goes through the wall, it goes through the next wall, it goes through the next wall, it goes through the next wall until it hits something, then it stops. Whether it hits a stud or whatever and loses its energy, it's going to go through 4 or 5 walls before it stops.
That's a bummer, right?
The downside is that if you have, something come in, well, then it's going to go through multiple walls, doors, trim, mirrors, and guess what? A shower, a 1-piece shower. It went right through the back of the shower, and then went through the shower and then went through the wall on the other side of the room. I mean, this one was pretty high caliber. I would say a .40 caliber. It was pretty big holes. And the power that this thing had was pretty substantial because it went through sometimes 6 walls before it stopped.
Unbelievable.
And the area that she had said was where the fight occurred was up the street there. That was probably 1,000 feet away. So thank goodness she wasn't hurt. But the bummer is, she's an innocent victim in a brand new house, and then she's got to deal with an insurance claim. Well, hopefully, how are they going to find the people? Who knows? I mean, maybe if it's gang related, maybe somebody got hurt, maybe they can link it between them or whatever. But it's so sad when you get to these bad areas.
This has been going on for a long time.
And things like this happen because you're like, this is an innocent victim on this one. Thank goodness no one was hurt. It could have been really bad.
Stop lying!
So, those are sad to see. But now, as far as the repair goes, I've got exterior siding, exterior plywood, no windows, thank goodness. It's got some metal metal wrap around the garage got damaged. Siding on 3 sides out of 4 on the house, because the ones that went through the front of the house were right on the corner front, and it went through and actually damaged the siding on the other side, on the left side. So it was actually, straight through the house on that. But on the inside, everywhere where there's a hole, we got to do a drywall patch, and then we got to paint the entire ceiling or the wall in that area.
That makes sense.
Or a door, we're going to replace slabs.
Makes sense.
So the estimate is actually pretty extensive as it goes for drywall and paint, but you end up sketching almost the entire house because somewhere, one room or one hall gets damaged, and then you got to draw the whole hall. It ends up being a pretty large painting repair for almost the entire house. You're practically painting the entire house again. So anyways, kind of crazy, but these things happen, and that's all part of the insurance adjuster's job. We do investigate this type of thing as well. Another funny one was a vandalism one that I got, where I walk up to the house and there's red paint all over the driveway, all over the front of the house, all over the brick, all over the front door, all over the garage, splattered everywhere. And we're talking gallons and gallons of red paint. And it turned out it was a domestic dispute. The girlfriend or whatever dumped the guy, and the guy was really mad, and he decided he was going to throw some paint all over the place. Got her car. It's just nuts. So we get some crazy stuff. You got to remember, now we're looking at if the pressure washing will work to get rid of the paint, maybe. But then it's not going to get rid of the dye, like the staining that occurs from that paint. So we end up having to paint the whole front of the house, or if it's vinyl siding, you end up having to re-side the house. As far as the brick should clean up. But anything to do with vinyl siding or siding, you're going to have to paint or replace that vinyl siding, because that's not going to come up. So, and the garage door is stained, so we've got to paint it. So that they can be pretty big claims as well. So crazy. People are so crazy out there. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Daniel the Adjuster. See you on the next one.